listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Momba and Tony D.
Hello.
Junkyard, you have the worst lighting for selfies down here.
Motherfucker, because I don't try to take selfies. I don't try to take selfies all day like you.
That's good. You don't have a face made for selfies, so.
What are you talking about? My face is fantastic.
So.
He uses a wide lens.
You have a face and a body for radio.
Damn. Woo. Yeah, see, we're starting off hot. This was supposed to be a cold open.
Today at work, I realized that when I was in high school, I did something that some may seem very gay, very homosexual.
I'm not surprised.
Very eccentric.
Yeah, flamboyant, out there.
All right.
So I was thinking about it, and I hung around with a group of guys in high school, and all we talked about was getting laid. I never got laid in high school, but I talked about it like, man, I can't wait. I remember one day, me and this dude, let me come up with a name for him. All right, Marco. Marco did school.
Is his last name Rubio?
No, it is not.
Okay, continue.
We did school, and then we were hanging out in his car. And we were talking. He was like, "Man, how have you not gotten laid yet?" He was like, "You're a pretty good looking guy." I was like, "Thanks, man." He's like, "What are you working with?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What's your dick like?" I was like, "I don't know. There's 2 balls, a shaft, and a mushroom head."
He's like, you should have drawn him a picture.
He's like, "Come on, man. Let me see it. Let me just
What?
see it. Let me just see what you're working with." And I was like, and I was a little bit apprehensive. He's like, "Oh, we've all shown each other." And I was like, "That's true." But it wasn't just 2 guys in a car alone. So he said, "Come on, man."
Wait,
let me
what?
see it."
Wait, what?
It was just me and him in a car. I was in the front seat.
And you want to see your dick?
Yeah, he was like, "Come on, man. Let me see what you're working with." Just, He's
What
like,
the
Yeah,
fuck?
like, there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't you ever asked to see another dude's
No,
dick?
I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Neither have I.
So then I pulled. So for some reason, I would like, you know what? It would be really funny if I did take my dick out right now. And I did. And then he just was looking at it. He was like, "Yeah, you're good, man. You're good." He's like, "You got the keys to a Camaro. You just got to drive it." And
What the fuck? Did you ask him to pull out his dick?
no, I don't want to see his dick. He was not an attractive man.
So just because he's not
You
attractive
should've.
doesn't mean he doesn't have a big dick.
Quid pro quo.
I mean, he was a tall guy, but he looked like a caveman. He had
Ron Jeremy's unattractive. He got a big old dick.
he had a pronounced brow, and yeah, I couldn't imagine his dick looked that good. But I was just thinking about it today. I was like, what the fuck was I doing?
What if he would have molested you?
He was tall. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, but he was bigger than me, so he probably could have got away with it.
What if he would have wanted to say, "Let me touch it"?
So,
let me touch it.
So yeah, how far would you have let that go? Like at first he's like, "Yeah, just pull it out, let me see it," and you're like, "Ah, fuck, I guess."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Hey, yeah, let me just touch it. What's the texture like?"
Yeah.
Would you have been like,
I just want to make sure that it's ribbed for her pleasure. I'm like, all right, man,
bro,
that's
you can
fine.
touch it.
and then he's like, let me smell it.
Yeah. He's like, "What's that smell like?" And then be like, "Hey, you want to touch mine?"
Yeah.
Like, what if he offered to like whip his out, and would you like look at
And,
it?
and what if he wanted to lick yours?
But just to make sure that the taste was up to par
Exactly.
for the future women.
Exactly.
What it was like that scene in the Christmas Story where that kid went to go put his tongue on a pole, on a
Yeah.
frozen pole. What if you just like stick
Mama was sticking his tongue out at that moment. When
So is that when you experimented? Is that the closest you ever got to experimenting
To being
with,
gay?
Yeah, I think that's the. I mean, I pulled it out. He was like, "Yeah, you're driving a Camaro. You're good, man." He's like, "Now you got to do is just fuck some bitches." So it wasn't that gay. He was, he made it about getting it in with.
Yeah, it's true. As long as he made it about,
Yeah,
he,
women.
He wasn't like come back to my place. I'll show you how to fuck bitches.
Yeah, he did.
But that would be acceptable because he's showing them how
Oh, okay.
to
But I
get
was just
They'd
women.
be like, pull your pants down. Let me show you how to
I was
fuck
just thinking
bitches.
about that today. I was like, man, that was
You could have got molested,
Very
Mamba.
gay.
So you could have got diddled. You know what? You probably did get diddled. You probably you suppressed those memories.
Well, I woke up and he dropped me off at home. I assumed I took a nap.
So wait, did you pull your dick out before or after you fell asleep?
Before the nap.
Before. And then I must have been really tired because I woke up.
I thought he gave me an energy drink, but
Yeah.
man, that knocked me out.
That energy drink tasted like chloroform. But I was just thinking about that today at work. I was like, why would I do that?
And I like how this just
How old were you?
randomly popped. It was like 2 years ago.
This was like the other day.
I was in high school, so either
This was last week.
17 or 18. And I see him every now and then.
And how old are you now?
How old am I now? I'm 38.
So so you still see him?
Because I go to Bulls games and, I go to the United Center every now and then. Oh, yeah, I go to the United Center every now and then. And I guess I don't know if it's his second job or his main job, but I've seen him a few times working at the concession stand. So
Concession stand?
I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it out.
I think that's subliminal. I think he wanted to get diddled.
Conception, okay.
All right, the
Concession
food place.
stand.
The food place where you get your drinks and
You trying to get diddled, huh, Mamba?
so
Do you ever discuss that? Like, hey, remember the one time I whooped up my
I think
dick?
I'm gonna do it next time.
You should do it.
Because
Remember the last time you saw
when I went to go see Drake, that's I seen him before that, but when I went to go see Drake, I was with my
I
girlfriend.
think that's actually gayer than whipping
Oh
my
yeah,
dick in front of another dude.
That I went to go see Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was with my girlfriend though,
Oh, okay.
and her friend, and so we saw him, and I was like, "Oh, there's Marco." I'm like, "Hey, Marco, what's up, man? Good to see you." Blah blah blah. And I ordered drinks, and I was hoping that he was going to give us a discount or give us for free, and he did it. I should have brought it up right there.
Yeah, you should have.
I want to hey, Mark, can I talk to your manager? I'm like, why, man? Because I wanted to tell him that you have a pervert working here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Did you know you have a pervert working here?
This guy tried to diddle me.
He asked me to pull out my dick.
Yeah.
And I did. You believe that? Then I took a nap.
He must have.
And then
he
I
must
woke
have
up-
drugged me.
Then I woke up at home with my pants off.
The kind of clientele you serve here.
And my butthole hurt.
I just assumed that was from my penis getting too much air. There's my opener.
Yeah, that was an interesting cold
Oh
open.
my god. What was the gayest shit you ever done, Tony? Or now maybe not you have done, but has been done to you as well.
I've never.
Oh, I can tell you what's the gayest shit that's ever happened to you.
What?
When we went to Red Lobster that one time.
Okay, that's different. That's not like I
Oh,
didn't.
no,
Not,
you
that's
didn't-
different because I didn't willingly partake.
No, you didn't, but it still happened,
Okay.
and it was pretty gay.
Yeah, it was. That also when I went to that gay club, that was.
Gay club?
Yeah, I mean, don't you guys go to gay clubs?
No.
What?
Go ahead, tell us. Tell us.
Did you go to
the
that
gay club?
No, didn't you go to that one place, Hamburger Mary's, which is a very misleading name?
Oh yes, yes I did.
Wasn't it a drag club?
Yes, but I did not know that.
Yeah,
That
when I
was-
think of Hamburger Mary's, guys, didn't you guys tell me about it? Because you and our buddy Turok went.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we're going to Hamburger Mary's, and I was like, oh, that sounds like something I'd want to do. Like hamburgers.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this really sounds
well,
great.
there were no hamburgers.
Yeah, they were dick burgers.
No, but I think I told the story before. I went to
I don't remember a story about it.
I went to this gay club. It's called Hydrate.
Ooh.
I went there with this one girl that I used to work with. Let's call her Sonia. So me and Sonia worked together.
Hold on, I have to
and-
interrupt real quick. Did you know the Bulls just blew a 21-point lead?
Oh, yeah, I saw that
lost.
they lost, but
Oh, that sucks. So me and Sonia used to work together, and she's like, "Hey, we should go out to," because she had one of her best friends was gay, and she's like, "Hey, it's this guy's, going to this place. You should come with me." I'm like, well, see, at this point, like, if I say no, I don't want to go. Does that make me a bigot? Because I do not want to partake in any of
I don't think so.
But I don't know, but
It's not like you.
because the thing is, like, she's like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm not doing anything." It's like, "Oh, you want to come to this place?" I'm like, "Oh." Then if I say no, I feel like I'm a bigot. But then if I say yes, I feel like
oh, so you already knew that it was a gay
yes,
club?
I did know that. So I felt that if I say no, I don't want to go. I felt like I was being intolerant. But I felt that if I did go, I'd be gay.
No, you could have.
So I needed a middle ground, and I couldn't find
you
it.
could have been just like, I'm not a big fan of rainbows. I don't like those colors. I don't like bright colors.
I don't like more than one color at the same time.
Yeah, and also I like mono colors, and also I can't stand their type of music. It's really upbeat.
Yeah, that would have been a lie though, because they have great music.
Yeah, they do.
So I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'll go, and I was like, all right, I'll go with you, but I was like, but if I get hit on by any guys, like, I'm just gonna tell them you're my girlfriend, and you got to play the part. She's like, yeah, yeah, whatever, that's cool. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go there, you know, we're dancing, we're ordering drinks, and I'm at the bar, and my friend Sonia's next to me, and this guy comes up to her, and like, it starts talking to her, and I saw him pointing at me, and I was like, oh, okay, she got this, she'll take care of it. So then whatever, the guy walks away, and then she's like, oh, that guy was asking about you. I'm like, well, what'd he say? He's like, oh, he was saying like, oh, like, what's up with your friend? I'm like, oh, well, what'd you tell him? He's like, oh, I told him you're totally single to go for it.
Oh.
I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, why would you do that? And she just started laughing her ass off. I'm like, great. So we're like dancing, and the guy like, it's like the most uncomfortable thing ever. Like, just to have like a dude just come up to you and try to dance with you, it's like really weird. So I'm dancing with Sonia, and this guy's just like trying to like dance next to me, and I'm trying to like move away, and he's kind of just following me. And I was like, okay, this is really weird. And I don't want to be an asshole, because, you know, what am I going to say? Like, oh, don't fucking dance on me. I'm in a gay club, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, at this point, I'm like, fuck.
That's like a vegan going to a barbecue house.
What is this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, get this away from me. Or it's like me going to like a vegan restaurant and complaining, where the fuck's all the meat?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the meat? Yeah, well, you know, I knew what I was getting myself into.
He had the meat.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted my meat. So like the whole night, like the guy was like trying to talk to me, and it was like, I don't know, it's interesting to have a dude try to talk to you that you know is gay. I mean, I wasn't an asshole, but I told him like, look, man, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know if he didn't believe me.
Well, how long ago was this? Was this when you had colored contacts?
No, this is after. This is well after that. This is back when I had my Jersey Shore. During my Jersey Shore phase.
Okay, so he was like, yeah, all right, buddy.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, I'm not gay. He's like, okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I believe you.
I believe you. So, yeah, and then he tried to add me on Facebook. I don't know how I guess he found me through my friend Sonia. And, like, I don't know. It was just... So that's the closest I ever came to a gay experience. So,
like you said, it was weird, but at the same time, did it bolster your confidence a little bit?
I guess it did. I mean, if I'm getting play from both sides, it's like, yeah, I'm doing something right.
How did it feel to know that you're not stuck to one team? You could, like, somebody's.
I mean,
if this was like a playground, both teams are gonna want you.
I mean, if I played for both teams, I think I'm like, man, like, I wish I was gay.
Yeah,
that way I could, like, you know.
It's like playing dodgeball. Like, both teams are like, oh, we both want Tony.
Yeah, they both want me.
And you're like, yeah, I'm great.
But since I don't play for their team, it's like someone gives you a gallon of milk and you're lactose intolerant. You're like, oh, well, I can't do shit with this.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
thank you for the dairy.
Thank you for this that I'm never going to use. I'm just going to let it sit there.
But my body can't.
Exactly. My body can't take this literally.
Sorry, sir. My body's allergic to your penis.
So, yeah. And that is the closest I've had or I've gotten to a gay experience.
I remember when we went to tavern once and this girl came up to me and she was like, hey, my friend thinks you're really attractive. I was like, oh, thank you. She's like, they want to buy you a drink. I should have known when they said they.
They're like, wait a minute.
When they weren't,
there's no way more than one woman finds me attractive.
When they weren't binary. I was like, oh, all right. And then
they want to buy. So yeah, so she was using a different pronoun than their assigned gender.
So she was like, what do you want to drink? My friend will buy it for you. I was like, oh, I'll take a Blue Moon, which I should have known then. That was sending off vibes, too. If I'm getting a Blue Moon, that guy was like, yeah.
Oh, this guy's totally in it.
Definitely.
You should have been like, let me get a fucking Budweiser.
Yeah, like,
just a straight Budweiser.
Give me the Budweiser. Give me the Budweiser in the American can. And I'm going to shotgun it right now and run it.
That's what you should have
I got a citrusy beer that has an orange slice in it.
It had an orange garnish.
Yeah. And then she comes over. She brings in a friend. My friend's right over there if you want to go talk to him. And I was like, huh? And I look, and there's a guy standing at the bar. He's like waving at me. It's like,
I mean, at that point, like you already got the beer in your hand, and you don't want to be ungrateful.
yeah, I don't want to be ungrateful. I don't think I ever did go talk to him, but I waved.
But you acknowleded him, right?
I acknowledged him.
Yeah, thanks for the beer.
Thank you. Thumbs up.
Send him a kiss.
I should have. I mean, they do it all the time in places like Italy, right?
Yeah.
That's not gay.
No, they do. They kiss on the cheek and the lips all the time.
Yeah, and so it would have been good. It's customary.
My dad would be very disappointed if I ever kissed a guy, because he told me when I was a kid, boys don't kiss other boys and boys don't cry. I was like, okay. And that's probably like the most life advice he's ever given me.
That's solid advice.
So if my dad would have said, like, son, I want you to grow up to be whatever you want to be, then maybe I would have been gay. Who knows?
Do you think he's happy with your track record?
I don't think he's happy. I think he's just relieved, because my dad's like one of those like really like old school Mexicans from the ranch. Like he's like basically anything like, gay is like to him. It's like he doesn't have a problem with gay people. He just doesn't.
He just doesn't like them.
Well, no, because I have a cousin who's gay,
But he's like a Mexican Catholic, right? Is he Catholic?
yeah, not yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well he's not a practicing.
For all intended purposes, he's a Mexican Catholic. Yes,
He's not practicing.
but he won't like. He'll never like say anything like. He won't disrespect them in front of their faces or anything.
Them.
Yes, I'm using their preferred pronouns. He won't go up to Z and say, start, spouting out slurs. But yeah, you could tell that he's like, he's uncomfortable around that which he does not understand.
Well, I mean, your dad's a pretty manly man. He fixes stuff and he likes to drink beer.
Yeah, so like, and when I was younger, like, I would always be like I've always been really picky when it comes to girls, like super picky, which I don't know why. I mean, I got no business being picky, but that's just the way I am.
Like,
And my dad he thought that because of that, like, I was gay.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, because like I would like, they would try to like set me up with their friends or his friends, and my mom's friends were like, oh yeah, I have a daughter, tell your son, to talk to her. And I'd be like, nah, I'm good. And then like my dad would be like, oh, what's wrong with you, and blah blah blah. And I think one time he actually did get mad because they were talking about one of my cousin's girlfriends. Like, oh yeah, did you see your cousin got a girlfriend, and she's like really pretty and this and that. I'm like, I saw her. She was definitely. I mean, nothing wrong with her.
No disrespect to my cousin.
No disrespect to my cousin. She's a wonderful girl.
But she's nothing to write home
But
about.
I'm just saying, I was like, I mean, you really have to reevaluate what you consider attractive at this point, And just because I didn't agree, like, oh yeah, she's super hot, I was like, I mean, she's all right.
Yeah.
My dad's like, oh, what's wrong with you, and like, like blah blah blah. Like, and he's like, I don't want you to think that I have a problem with you if you're gay. It's just that if you're gonna be gay, I just need you to come out. Just come out and say it. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't need you to hide that shit.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I don't need you to hide it. He's like, and this was around the time where I would wear colored contacts.
Oh, all right.
And I had like, I dyed my hair.
What if he was like, I already got enough shit in the closet. We don't need enough.
So yeah, so that's when I realized that, like, I guess, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, well, I'm not, but I'm like, just because I'm not, out there actively pursuing everything that walks in my direction, I guess my dad took it as a sign that, like, that I'm gay. So when I started bringing girls home, normally, like, parents don't like it if you just bring all these randos home all the time.
Yeah.
But I guess my dad was just more relieved at the fact that these were actually girls. That he was like, all right, well, I mean, as long as they're girls. So anytime I ever brought a girl home, like, my dad never said a word. Like, he never said, like, maybe you shouldn't bring so many girls home. Maybe you should. No. He was like, all right, well, it's a girl. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
How do you know they weren't transsexuals?
What do you mean?
How does he know?
How
Yeah,
do
he
you,
doesn't.
how else would you know? How would anybody know?
Well, what if they're
Well,
where they're pre-op?
he's probably just relieved he's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So even if they're men, As long as they look like women, it's okay.
You're close. You're so
Yeah,
close.
It's like well, you're at least going in. Yeah,
You got the right idea.
Yeah. You got the right idea. Obviously, you might need a little more guidance,
But
at least we know that
You're somewhat straight.
Yeah, exactly. You're walking the path that I need you to walk.
do you think that's why parents don't get upset? So I'm the only boy in my family, and I've brought girls home before, and they spent the night. And my mom will sometimes complain, but at this I'll get away with it. Whereas if my sister ever did that with like her boyfriend, or they're all hell would break loose. For some reason,
Yeah.
Has Fuchsia stayed the night ever?
yeah, she was over there last weekend.
Oh, your mom didn't care?
Oh, this weekend because we went out for the first lady's birthday. Happy birthday to Tina. And it was snowing a lot Saturday, and I was kind of buzzing. And by the time we left the bar, I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of shitty outside. I don't want to drive you all the way back out south." So, I didn't ask my mom. I just texted her. I'm like, "Look, it's really shitty out, and I don't feel like driving all the way to South Side. So, Fuchsia is just gonna spend the night," and that was it. She came over, spent the night by my house.
Did you guys have sexual relations?
All right, I'm not going to get into that because she might listen to this.
So?
And she doesn't, I don't think she'll be comfortable with saying that. But if you must know, I did enjoy,
Hey, Mamba, say no more.
I did have a good time. I think the funniest thing though was
You're a gentleman, Mamba.
I think
you're a true gentleman.
the funniest thing was that morning, my mom, she's been going to church. She's been going to church every now and then. And that morning, it was Sunday, so I wake up. I'm kind of hungover. I'm like, where are you going? First, I asked her if she was mad. I was like, are you mad? She's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, where are you going? Because she was getting ready and getting dressed. She's like, oh, I'm going to church. I'm like, church? She was like, yeah, I'm going to church to pray for my sinner children. Oh, thank you. So, like, your mom didn't care when you would bring girls over, right? Well, you were engaged for a long time.
Well, the first girl I brought over was my fiance, so she didn't
I
care.
guess
My
she was cool with
ex-fiance. So she was cool with that. Actually, and the first time I did it, I asked permission.
Man,
I was
just saying, this is really good. It got cold quick.
Yeah, I know. It's Tony's trick.
Yep. So some of you guys may not know this, but if you have warm beer,
Which
and
we
you
did.
need-
Which we had.
which we did, and you need to get it cold fast. What you do is you just get like a giant bowl and fill it with ice and some water.
Cold
And-
water.
Cold water.
Not
ice.
warm water.
Oh, yeah,
Preferably.
preferably cold water.
No, people are pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
have to specify.
And then you put some salt. Add salt to it because salt lowers the freezing temperature. So the water gets colder.
I used a metal bowl just because, metal obviously retains...
Yes, yeah, that's smart thinking. I would have used a plastic.
yeah.
So with our knowledge combined, we were able to get beer very cold in like 20 minutes.
Less than that. We've only been on for, 22 minutes.
And then I think there's some salt on the rim of this cup.
Yeah, which makes the beer even better.
Tastes pretty good. Now, if I was high right now, my mind would be blown because you said that salt.
Lowers the temperature, freezing temperature.
Yeah. So so that's why you use salt on sidewalks and the roads because it lowers the freezing temperature, so the ice melts.
But it's lowering the freezing temperature, so that means
It has to be colder for it to freeze.
it's making it colder. The cup colder or the bowl colder.
Yes, because the water is colder than it normally would because it takes a lower temperature to freeze it. So if the water's colder, it cools everything around it faster. Hence the beer.
Mind blown.
Science.
Mind blown.
Motherfucking science.
I read this thing online that made it blew my mind. Why does your food get cold, but your beverage get warm? Like if you have a meal and you live it out for a long time, your food is gonna get ice cold.
And then your
Your
drink's gonna get
Your
warm.
beer is like bleh, room temperature. It's not fair.
a lot of times when I leave my beer, it gets warm and drank.
Speaking of food, I actually have something I just saw on
Are you gonna order pizza?
No, I'm not gonna
Okay.
order pizza. On BuzzFeed, and it says order your meal.
BuzzFeed, you read that liberal propaganda?
No, I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So it's true then.
Thank God. That means it's true.
Order, what do you call it? It says order a meal and we'll tell you the age of your soul. And you got to pick a starter, a drink, a main course, and a side dish. Oh, and a dessert. And we can all see how old we are. I think that'd be fun to do right now.
Should we do it right now?
Yeah, but hold on. Let's do our, real quick, our Urban Dictionary word of the day. Today's word is dank amigo. Everybody knows what dank means. At least I hope they do. But
For those that don't, present company excluded, of course. Junkyard. What is dank?
it started with the weed. When you got dank weed.
The weed.
When you got
The marijuana.
the marijuana.
It started with the marijuana.
When you got dank weed, that was some good fucking weed. You can smoke and you get high good. So dank amigo, what do you think that is?
A high amigo?
Your slang is so terrible. You can get high good.
I said that on purpose.
Dank amigo. A cool friend.
Kinda, Tony.
What do you say? High friend?
No, he said good friend, right?
Yeah, cool
okay.
friend.
Oh, cool
You
friend.
see who's close?
I guess that was kinda.
Okay, a great friend.
No.
Oh, shit. Warmer, colder. Terrible friend.
A dank amigo, as coined by the website dankamigo.com, is someone who provides others with extremely desired goods or services. This can range from the illest nuggets to premium eye candy, such as visually appealing art and media.
Ooh.
So, let me use this in a sentence. Dude 1. Damn, dude, where'd you get this bud from? Shit's fire. Dude number 2. I got this from the dank amigo down the street. He's always got the illest shit.
Oh, so
So it's like a way of saying like good.
you're a drug dealer.
No, it doesn't have to be drugs. It said,
Dank amigo.
it's just somebody that provides goods or services that you want. That,
or a dank amigo is someone that provides awesome shit.
yeah.
I guess you.
So, like, if Tony was selling pirated videos, which he doesn't, but if he did,
Exactly.
and he had like the best videos,
Then I'd be.
then he'd be the dank amigo.
Or if we would have stopped and got that beer that you asked us to get, it would
Yeah.
have been dank
We'd be
amigo.
dank amigos.
Yeah, but instead we had to use leftover beer, and I had to chill it quickly.
Aren't you glad that we picked the more economical choice, though?
Not really. Tony's got money.
I'm glad because I would have had to pay for it.
But this is okay. But this is the last of it. Like, this is actually is probably the last. So there's some other stuff that's really old on there. It's not even mine. It's not ours. It's like my mom's.
I say we
I don't wanna
drink it
touch it.
anyway.
Yeah, but it's like 3 years old.
Okay, maybe we should
Yeah.
scratch that.
No, it's probably a good idea. So it's fermented and it's even more potent now.
No, it's not. It's just
Yeah.
bitter and gross.
No, that's how they make a prison hooch. You gotta let
yeah,
it
but
rot.
that's you gotta let it rot.
I don't think they don't have beer in prison. If they had beer in prison, they would just drink that.
right.
They wouldn't get beer to let it rot to make something else.
But the way they make alcohol in prison is they get all this shit together, put it in a toilet, and just let it rot, and they drink it. So if you already have alcohol, you just let it sit there. It's the same thing.
No,
with,
it's not.
The same thing with wine. It gets
Dude.
better with age. You guys are fucking stupid.
Oh my god! All right, let's do this. Let's see how old you guys are. Let's start with Tony. Tony, pick a starter. I'm gonna give you a couple options. You're gonna pick one.
All right.
Soup, mozzarella sticks, chicken wings, potato skins, calamari, or stuffed peppers.
What kind of soup?
It doesn't say just soup. It could be any soup you want.
Can it be New England clam chowder?
It can be New England clam chowder.
Okay. The chicken.
Chicken wings?
No. Is it like free range chicken?
Motherfucker, I don't know.
I think that would factor into because if you're a kid, you just want chicken.
It's just chicken wings.
Well, I need to know if
You know,
like-
it's not free range.
They're not free range.
No.
They're fucking caged. Fuck
Yes.
that. Okay, first of all, I will not partake in those acts of barbarianism.
Oh, shut up. Just pick a goddamn starter.
All right.
Soup, mozzarella sticks, chicken wings, potato skins, calamari,
All right.
stuffed peppers.
All right.
Is this the appetizer?
Are the
Yes.
mozzarella sticks gluten free?
No, they're not gluten free.
So I got gluten mozzarella sticks.
Motherfucker, you don't need to eat
I
gluten free.
got
You don't have
fucking
celiac?
imprisoned chicken. And what else?
I don't know.
Is there a salad option?
No, there isn't.
No salad option?
No.
And the skin of potatoes.
Okay, so potatoes. Do they use pesticides on those potatoes?
Of course they do. Everybody uses pesticides on potatoes.
fuck.
Can I just go on and say for me, I want.
No, I don't care about you. We're not at you yet.
I want mozzarella sticks for each course.
No, you can't have
You
that.
want mozzarella sticks times 4, please.
Yeah.
I already know. I already did you. I already know how old you are.
Damn.
Well,
But we'll get to you after this.
I want to see what you picked.
All right.
All right.
And see how accurate you are.
I'll do the soup. That seems to be the
Okay.
less of all those evils.
All right, pick a drink.
All right.
Fizzy drink, like soda. Fruit juice, wine, beer, water, or a cocktail / mocktail.
So this fizzy drink, is it?
Oh my God! Stop asking questions. Just pick one.
Is it-
I don't. There's no specifics.
Is it? What is it that everybody?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Is it sweetened with cane sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or aspartame?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Okay, because that would factor into my decision.
Okay.
Is it that drink that people buy now? All the hip people, LaCroix or La?
Oh, LaCroix. Is it a LaCroix?
That's been around for a long time. I don't know why people just all of a sudden started.
No, but now it's like everybody's buying.
Yeah.
People, dude, they've been. I know, but
Now
I know hipsters are buying it a lot now. But I'm saying like, dude, my like a bunch of people from when I used to work at this advertising agency back in like 2001.
That sounds like a good job.
It was all right. It was actually pretty fun. My sister was my boss, and she was actually a cool boss. Well, anyway, back in like 2001 when I worked at this advertising agency, or 2002 actually, everybody drank LaCroix back then. Nobody gave a fuck. Now all of a sudden it's like the coolest drink in the world.
Because hipsters.
It's having a renaissance.
Yeah.
Hipsters ruin everything.
So anyway, go ahead.
All right. So,
All these drinks are whatever you want it to be. That's what they are. So you just go ahead and pick
all right, what's the sugar content of this juice?
whatever you think is good or bad. That's what it is.
Is it organic?
Maybe whatever. If you want it to be organic, yes, it's organic.
Okay. I will take some good old sink water.
All right, water. Got it. Now pick a main course.
Actually, can I go back? I decided I want juice.
All right, fine, juice.
What
All right.
the fuck is juice?
Pick a main course. Spaghetti bolognese, chicken curry, duck confit, steak, pizza, grilled lobster.
This chicken.
That's all whatever you want it to be. Yes, it's free range if you want it to be.
Is it the same chicken as the chicken wings from earlier?
No, it's not.
Different chicken.
It's different chicken.
Okay. Now, is this halal beef?
Yes.
For the steak?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I will have a steak, but only if it's halal beef.
Okay, great. Now pick a side dish. Fried rice, sweet potato fries, salad, onion rings, steamed vegetables, mashed potatoes.
He wants the onion rings.
Ugh. So,
Extra onion rings, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
this rice.
Yes, it is.
How Asian is this rice?
It's very Asian. It's as Asian as you like your women.
Then I will take that rice.
All right. Now pick a dessert. Cheesecake, chocolate fudge cake, apple crumble, sundae, tiramisu, or churros.
This cheesecake.
Yes.
Okay. I will go with. Can I get the churros, but can I get them a la mode?
Yes.
Okay. Churros a la mode.
All right. Let's see what your age is. You're 57.
What the fuck?
It says you're very mature. You have a balanced view on things,
nice.
and you have your life in order.
Oh,
That
yeah.
doesn't know you at all.
That is
People-
completely flawed.
People often come to you for advice
No, they
because, because of your sensible and fair approach to problems.
Wow. Okay, well, that was completely wrong.
That's clear. All right, let's do Mamba. I already know Mamba.
Mamba's like Mamba.
Mamba.
I know Mamba. Mamba's mozzarella sticks.
Yep, that's what I picked for him too.
And then what was the second? Let's see if we can guess
Drink,
Mamba.
drink, beer,
Obviously, yeah.
beer. Main course, pizza.
That's wrong.
Actually, he want Coke.
Yeah, I want
Fizzy
Coke.
drink.
I don't like drinking beer when I eat.
All right, fine. Pizza, obviously.
Pizza,
'Cause
yeah.
No, what's the other options?
There's no hamburgers in here, so
no
it's
hamburgers,
just
so it's
pizza.
pizza.
Okay, I'll go with the pizza.
Pick a side dish, sweet potato fries, because they're fries. I don't think he wouldn't.
What
he
do
doesn't
you-
want fried rice.
He wouldn't eat rice.
He's not definitely not going to eat a salad.
He's not going to eat a
Come
salad.
on.
Obviously, he's not going to eat a salad.
What's the other option?
Onion rings.
Onion rings.
Oh.
If I had to, if they're not regular fries, they're sweet potato fries, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't want that shit.
Okay.
You give me onion rings.
Steamed vegetables. We're definitely he's not going to
Yeah.
eat steamed vegetables.
Clearly, he's not going to eat
Yeah.
these vegetables.
Mashed potatoes, maybe, but not with pizza.
Nah, that's kind of a vegetable.
Right.
He's not going to eat that.
Is the mashed potatoes loaded with like bacon?
no,
and,
it's not.
okay,
They're just
okay.
regular. All right, now the dessert. This was hard for me. I didn't know. I
Really?
just kind of picked.
That's the easiest.
I picked chocolate fudge cake because
Okay, wait,
chocolate's
wait.
basic as fuck.
No, he would go with the cheesecake if it's basic as fuck, like just regular cheesecake.
Nothing on it.
Nothing on it.
All right, cheesecake then.
So you were wrong about me, Junkyard.
I was wrong about one thing. Two things. I All right, Momba is 15 years old. You
are a basic ass motherfucker.
Oh my god!
You have an inquisitive nature, so rather than conforming to expectations and rules, you often question them before making a decision. You favor living in the moment over planning everything in advance.
That sounds right.
that
I
sounds about
question
right.
everything. Why the fuck are we still doing this podcast? Why do I hang around with you guys?
All right, let's do me.
No.
I picked the calamari. I love calamari. I will take the beer.
Junkyard is 65.
I will eat a steak.
It's like you have already died.
Yeah.
Side dish. I'll take the mashed potatoes. Even though I would prefer a baked potato, but that's not an option.
You should post this link on our page so our viewers, our listeners can
Take it.
take the quiz too.
All right, and dessert. I want a sundae. I'm 22.
Really?
Yeah. It says you still feel a bit lost sometimes, but
That's true.
But you're growing as a person every day and figuring out what you want.
Growing sideways,
You have many dreams and goals you want to achieve,
which you give up,
but sometimes you worry about how you'll achieve them all.
A
which you never do.
That doesn't sound right. A 22-year-old eating steak and mashed potatoes?
I guess that's what it says.
Hey man, don't question the quiz.
I
Yeah.
guess. BuzzFeed obviously can never be wrong, right?
Of course not. I'll post this right now, even though everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But I don't give a fuck. I still post it. You might have to scroll down because Pancho Villa's always blows up our fucking Facebook, so you might have to scroll down a couple links. What the fuck? Why won't it let me post it?
Did we get hacked?
Yeah. Like I'll just copy the link and paste it. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to Tony's not fun facts, shall we? Because everybody loves Tony's not fun fact.
Ooh, not fun facts. Not fun facts. These facts are never fun. Not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun!
That Frank Sinatra, isn't that copyright?
Wait for it. It's only copyrighted, but this is a remix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They won't get into some trap.
Jingle bell.
Yeah, you like that, Mambo?
So this classifies as a parody.
Yes. All right. So, in the spirit of the holidays coming up, I got some not fun facts about Christmas. So we're gonna go over some Christmas traditions and their fucked up origins. The first one we'll go over is Christmas stockings. Christmas stockings originated from a symbol of rescue from prostitution. So in the 4th century, there was a poor man dreading the fact that he couldn't afford a dowry for 3 of his daughters. So back then, no dowry means no one was gonna marry them. So nowadays, they would just get like a bunch of cats and live by themselves. But back then, they'd have to be like prostitutes, which is the only job they'd be able to get for not being married. So Saint Nicholas, a Greek bishop, was deeply moved, who heard about the family's plight. Nicholas came to the man's house in the middle of the night with 3 pouches of gold and looked through the window, and he saw 3 pairs of stockings drying from the by the chimney. He was unable to go through the locked door, so he slid down the chimney and he put the pouches of gold, 1 in each of the stockings. The next morning, the girls woke up to find out they didn't have to be whores, and this led to the custom of leaving out stockings for St. Nicholas to fill with gifts.
Oh.
And that's probably why Santa Claus yells ho ho ho.
Was that in there, or did you make that up yourself?
Of course I made it up.
You're an idiot.
Straight off
Wow.
the old piece.
Why am I an idiot?
Cause
You don't think it's in the realm of probability that he would fucking steal that joke?
Hope what?
Ho,
No,
ho.
I know he did. I know he stole it, or he it wasn't like something he said, Mamba.
Look, you guys are ruining it. All right.
I just know that he likes to steal jokes.
Oh, okay.
I'm sour about it. Carry on.
You're sour about it because I tell them better than you.
Yeah, all
That's
right.
why. All right. Next one is caroling. Caroling.
Sorry. I did that on purpose.
That's Junkyard's inner DJ wanting to come out right now.
This is like the Skrillex holiday special.
Yeah. Are you really gonna mix, Junkyard? Oh, great.
Is that what mixing is? You just turn the volumes up and down?
No, but that doesn't actually do anything. I don't hear anything different. That's stupid.
A lot of DJing is just pushing a lot of buttons and turning some dials. All right. So our next fact is about Christmas caroling. Caroling was originally a brutal holiday extortion racket. Ooh. So before the 19th century, Christmas was seen as a time of regular social order. That regular social order can go eat a dick. As part of this annual bizarro world mentality, people would go door to door, making noise, drinking, and playing instruments with the expectation of being invited inside the house for food or booze. The carolers would even cross-dress or dress up as animals and then fuck in front of people's houses. I mean, because what's Christmas without a bunch of people fucking in front of you, right? In a sense, it was like trick-or-treating. Except the trick was horrific violence.
Like The Purge?
Yeah, it was basically like a PG version of The Purge or something. So accounts exist of carolers burglarizing homes and destroying livelihoods simply because they didn't have enough booze or money to go around.
That sounds like Mamba's kind of the caroling.
Even some of the songs sung around the time explicitly threatened the home occupants, saying if they failed to provide the goods, they could expect a curb stomping by belligerent show tune singing animals.
Where did this happen?
This was back in the day, the 19th century.
Yeah, but where? In Europe?
All over the world. Everywhere. Obviously Europe, yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard about any.
Did you find any old school carols?
No, I was actually looking. I didn't have enough time. I should have looked for some. I'll see if I can find some. Like,
give me booze, or I'm gonna
give me booze, or I'll fuck you up.
I'll fuck out in front of your lawn.
Give me booze, or I'm gonna fuck, and then I'm gonna fuck you up. So, yeah, that's the origin of Christmas carols.
Mamba won't go Christmas caroling right now.
Yeah,
he won't go old school 19th century Christmas caroling with me right now.
First, have a massive orgy on somebody's front lawn
and be like, give us
demand
food
alcohol
and booze and food.
And don't give me any of that eggnog bullshit.
Dude, eggnog's great.
Oh,
not a fan of it.
It's awesome. I love eggnog.
All right, next one.
Go ahead. You may continue.
Are you done now?
Yes.
I mean, I understand.
Well, I'm done for now.
All right.
Now the dream.
For those of you that are new to the show,
the dream is coming back.
Junkyard once had a dream.
Dude, SoundCloud allows DJ mixes now.
Junkyard wanted to become a DJ.
Wanted to become?
Yes. He spent a shit ton of money buying all this equipment. And he's like, I'm going to be a DJ because that's what I want to do. And that is my dream. Then Junkyard got engaged. And his betrothed said, I don't like you DJing. So Junkyard gave up on that dream. He packed up his turntables and they are there collecting dust as we speak.
No, I mixed earlier this year.
Yeah. We were wrong. Junkyard mixes annually. So once a year, he spins
Like
at this bar, this dive bar.
Which, isn't he due for one next year?
No,
Or this year?
next year. The last
It's usually
time,
in spring, isn't it?
no, it's summer.
Summer.
Oh, okay.
Last time he did in July, right?
Yeah.
So July. So got a while for his next show at that other dive bar. We'll like hit you guys up,
Yeah.
and tell you on Facebook when he does.
So you can all come and watch Junkyard.
Because it's kind of sad when it's just me and Tony in there. Well,
It's more than just you and Tony.
Well, it's just me and Mamba like cheering you on, like, yeah, woo!
everybody else is
Everyone
going
else
on
is like
about
just-
their
yeah.
day.
They're not even.
You are
paying
now
attention.
about to witness
Your DJ
Oh
for
my
this
god!
evening.
This isn't a plug
Okay, boys, here
for
we
your
go.
mix.
You're in the mix with DJ Funky Cold Medina.
Tony didn't even finish his segment.
I know, right?
He's plugging it as.
If you guys want to go finish listening to the rest of this mix, just hit up soundcloud.com/DJ Funky Cold Medina.
I wish
Oh,
you had
man.
more enthusiasm.
I know, right?
As much enthusiasm for this podcast as you did your shitty mix,
man.
your Euro chess.
I have a couple of. I have 3 of them up because I got a couple of them pulled.
You are the the SoundCloud equivalent of like a struggling rapper.
About to witness
your DJ for this evening.
Why would SoundCloud pull them?
This is a test.
Because copyright issues.
It's serious. It's a dream. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Ladies and gentlemen, let the rhythm take you. Yeah. The rhythm.
Can he finish his segment?
That's bad.
Oh, I love stuff.
Now, here comes the music.
Are you ready?
Okay, boys, here we go.
What, bad is in
Mix with
it's positive
DJ Funky
or
Cold
it's not
Medina.
good? Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
I was just showing the variety.
I'm just trying to think what's worse, being a struggle DJ or a struggle rapper. What's worse?
I think I've seen the lows of a struggle rapper. You're usually just hanging out downtown, passing out mixtapes. At least struggle DJs.
I mean, I know a struggle DJ.
Struggle DJs are pretty sleazy too, right? Don't they try to sleep with like underage girls? Like, yeah, I'll get you in.
Yeah.
And I'll get you alcohol. You just gotta have sex with me.
So if you had to be one, would you rather be a struggle DJ or a struggle rapper?
I feel like a struggle rapper.
If I had to pick, I think I would rather be a struggle DJ, because I know some struggle DJs and they can. I mean, as long as you can mix the music decently, I guess you can be okay. Rapping is like a whole different game. Like if you suck, you just fuck. You can't learn to rap good.
All right.
Is what I'm saying. You can learn to be a good DJ. I don't think you can learn to be a good rapper.
And then at the same time, then it makes more sense because struggle rappers, they're really cocky. They're like, who's your favorite rapper? Oh, it's J. Cole. Oh, I'm better than him. I'll shit on him. Listen to my mixtape.
Like, no, you
I'm
won't.
Sure, you're not.
When they pass out those mixtapes, or you see those things on Facebook, like, hey, listen to my mix. I'll listen. You know what? I'm a good guy. Whatever. I'll give him benefit of the doubt. I'll listen to a few. You never know. You might find a gem. But as soon as I listen from a struggle rapper says, you know who it is, I'm like, no. Obviously, I'm not listening to this anymore. If obviously, no, I don't know who the fuck you are.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. You know who it is. No, nobody knows who the fuck you are. That's why you're on SoundCloud. Anyway, that's enough of that. Continuing. All right. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was created by a department store. So, you guys care to guess what department store? I'll give you a hint.
Macy's.
Marshall Field. Well, they weren't around.
No, this is during the 1930s. This department store is from Chicago, and it is now no longer
Marshall
in existence.
Fields.
No, it's not Marshall Fields.
Service merchandise.
Close.
Kmart. No. Venture.
From
No,
Chicago.
keep going. Or in the Chicagoland area.
Montgomery Ward.
Yes. Correct. Damn, mama shitting on you.
I didn't even know half of those things are.
Damn,
Fuck.
just stick to struggle rapping.
Montgomery Ward? Damn.
Damn, next up was Woolworths.
That's right.
All right. So everyone knows the story of Rudolph, the mutant reindeer whose bioluminescent red nose made him a social pariah until Santa Claus turned him into a high beam leader, teaching kids everywhere that if you don't want to be bullied, they should at least be useful. The origin of Rudolph is as depressingly cynical as its underlying message. In the 1930s, the now defunct Chicago department chain Montgomery Ward used to give away free books to children around Christmas. But in 1939, they decided to cheap out and make their own book instead of buying them from publishers.
Damn.
The store's advertising man, Robert L. May, was saddled with this task and eventually came up with the first draft of the Rudolph story. The first draft of the Rudolph story was actually called Barney the Blue-Nosed.
What the fuck?
Until they learned that red ink was cheaper.
What the
So,
fuck?
yeah.
They went straight cheap,
So they
huh?
was like, oh fuck, red ink is make it red then. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So it had blue.
Why they changed Barney to blue and Rudolph to... Oh, because it rhymes. Rudolph Red.
Yeah, Barney the Blue, Rudolph the Red.
I gotcha.
So so if blue ink had been cheaper, if yellow ink was cheaper, then they probably would have gone with fucking
if yellow ink was
fucking
cheaper?
yellow Johann or something.
Giannis, the
Giannis, yellow nosed reindeer. So yeah, you can use your imagination on what they would have named him had the ink been cheaper for whatever color. So he drew inspiration from his own experiences, both as a frail, frequently bullied child and an unfulfilled adult who never felt that he was living up to his potential. Shortly after that, May's wife died of cancer. He threw himself into his work, and the result was a best-selling children's book. Montgomery Ward ended up printing 2 million copies of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And they sell the rights to make the movie?
For which May was paid a nice round sum of $0.
What? Why?
They didn't pay him because he was just an employee. They're like, hey, make up a book for us. He was just like an he worked in advertising. Like
that's some bullshit.
So they didn't give him shit.
Wow, and Rudolph is like the most famous reindeer of all.
But it gets a little better.
That's fucked up, man.
So
I'm pissed.
This proved the problem, as it meant that he had no way to pay off his dead wife's towering hospital bills. So the CEO of the department store decided to give him the rights to Rudolph.
Ooh.
So that he actually has the rights to Rudolph. But the only reason the CEO didn't...
Is he still alive?
No, I think...
Was this after they made a lot of money
This is 1939.
Oh, okay.
Well, the CEO didn't... The only reason... It's not that the CEO was being like a nice guy. Like, hey, man, this really sucks. I have the rights to him. He just didn't see potential in the character.
Oh,
he's like,
so he's
yeah,
just
whatever.
Stupid, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So yeah, that's the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Fuck, poor guy.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, at least he got the rights. I'm sure he made a pretty penny off that later.
Yeah. And those are your Christmas not fun facts. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you have that queued up?
Dude, yes.
That is. See now there's a song you can set your clock to. For those of you that don't know, Demise is like my favorite struggle rapper. I don't know why. Well, we should post this link on our page. Get him some views on his video.
He doesn't need views. He got 61,000.
What?
Really?
I guess he ain't a struggle rapper no more.
I think so. For those who did we talk about him on this show already?
I don't think so.
No.
So I guess we came across this guy, Demise. He's a local struggle rapper. And he has the best videos ever. There was one video.
I would call him the best.
Oh, they're best, but not for
he's not saying that they're good.
Oh, I gotcha.
They're not the best for the right reason. I think my favorite one is it opens up and it says like Demise, and then it has the name of the director, but the video is just Demise playing cards for 3 minutes.
Yeah, the whole video is just him, like a shot to him. I'm like
shuffling cards.
It's like, why do you need a director for that?
You guys couldn't like afford maybe another
person?
Location
or another person?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to this one. Can he get sued for that? It's Hakuna Matata?
Probably, yeah.
Well, for him to get sued, people would have to listen to it.
Oh, it's only got 5,000 views.
Yeah.
I wonder how it must feel to be a producer and make a beat. Like, this sounds okay. And then some guy just comes in and he says he's going to record, but instead he just pulls his pants down and takes a shit all over the music that you made.
Oh, man. Yeah, that sucks, man. Oh, I guess his I don't know if it's his label or his crew is Loud Money Gang, in case you guys are wondering.
Loud Money Gang. LMG.
Yes. Ooh.
Damn,
you heard that, Mambo?
Cold-blooded.
You ain't talking about bands, you ain't really bad. Fleet. Foreign cars got a lot of jury.
Now, I'm going to ask this question, even though I know the answer. He can't sue us, right?
For what? For blowing him up?
Should be thanking us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker ain't famous.
Although, we did look him up and he does have an attractive girlfriend.
He
I
does.
don't think they're together anymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so she's available. Mamba.
I mean, I get it, like...
I mean, she does like struggle rappers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could write her, like, some sort of shitty poem.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Your boyfriend's a shitty rapper, so...
Let me fuck you.
Yeah.
All right, Mamba. I'm gonna need you to drop a rhyme for us right now.
This is a Lion Bond beat production.
For the podcast?
For the podcast.
Well, turn my headphones up.
I mean, you can't do worse than Lil Yachty.
Junkyard, turn my headphones up.
Oh, wait, that's me.
Yeah, all right, I'm feeling it. Do you guys want me to start?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, whenever.
Ready.
Man, we're waiting on you.
Ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
Hey,
Ready.
You need me to be your hype man? Or?
Turn my headphones up.
All right.
All right, you good? Everything good? Oh yeah, now we're about to. Yeah. Turn my headphones up. Turn my headphones up. Turn them shits up.
Wait, are you telling me to do it or are you rapping?
Turn my headphones up, dog. Yo, NKOTP.
No, what? First of all, you can't steal someone else's rap that they made for us.
No, that's all me. That's original.
Oh,
Is that it?
So
That's about as good as I'm gonna get.
So Mamba the best that Mamba could do was he tried to plagiarize a rap that one of our listeners sent us.
But he didn't even do that right.
He still botched it.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should try struggle DJing instead.
Yeah, that seems easier. You just push play.
Yep.
You don't just
You
push
just bring your Mac and you plug in your USB drive and
Turn your knobs.
yep.
like that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead. Let's get to our Tony That Is Not Fun Facts. We'll get to our crazy news story, shall we?
Are you gonna skip my segment?
What? Oh, you got a L of the week?
I'm pretty sure I have an L of the week.
All right, let's go ahead and do the L of the week then.
Besides you.
The who? The her.
All right. This has gone on for a couple of weeks, but the L of the week has to be given to fans of Kanye West. You guys deserve the biggest L ever. And I guess that's it, myself included. So after having a mental breakdown and him canceling all the shows, after that, I think it was Sacramento, where he was only on for an hour and he ranted, he walked off, then he canceled the rest of the shows and people were pissed. So like, all right, maybe we could work something out. But then he went into a hospital for medical reasons, which is fine.
If there were legit reasons.
Yeah, if there were legit reasons. But then he started ranting about being a Trump supporter. And now today he went to Trump Tower and he met with them and he wants to be his, what is it? Race relations. That's what he wants to be, an ambassador. So the fans of Kanye West, their idol, the guy that they see is Jesus Christ.
The guy that publicly said George Bush does not care about black people.
Turns out to not really care about black people.
Turns out that he doesn't care about black people either.
So, sorry, Kanye West fans, we got. We've been getting got for a long time. People want to buy his overpriced shoes, his shitty clothes with holes in it. So, maybe now people are starting to drink the coffee and wake up and like, maybe he's not all that great.
Yeah.
So
what do you think makes them more mad? The fact that, like, Kanye West turned out to be who he is now, or the fact that they realized they got?
it's probably they realize they got.
I think that would upset me more.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I got.
Man, why did I spend thousands of dollars on his merchandise?
Bought
And,
these fucking Yeezys.
yeah, these
just bought
shitty these house slippers.
Like the guy that bought them when they first came out, and then like he like literally tore them up because he ran like a block.
Yeah, and they just ripped apart. So
Yeah.
got man. We've been getting got for a while, guys. Now everybody's just realizing. So there's plenty of other people you can idolize. I hear the Kardashians are pretty hot right now.
Yep.
Also, I have one more L. This is an honorary L.
Okay.
The only reason why
Runner up L.
A runner up. The only reason why, because I know this guy personally, so he's not really famous. So there's a guy that works in my job. I'm just gonna use his first name. His name is Jacoby. Jacoby works with me. I think he
Is it Jacoby or Jacoby?
Jacoby.
Is it Jacoby?
It could be.
Okay, Jacoby.
Now Jacoby, he might be autistic, because socially he's really weird. Like, he's loud and he talks a lot, but he doesn't really pick up on social cues. Like, if he's being annoying, he can't tell. He's like, oh, he doesn't understand it. So he's really into shoes. Now, recently, Saturday, there was a shoe that got re-released. It was a Jordan, the Space Jam. It was a 20-year anniversary of the movie. The problem is that they had so many of them. But Jacoby took it upon himself to go to Nike Town, camp out, spend all night there. He got the shoe. I think he said he spent $242 for it. And then he resold it right away. Do you know how much he resold that shoe for?
Wait, how much did you buy them for?
$242. That's a ridiculous amount for shoes.
Okay, so he bought them and he resold them.
He resold them. How much do you think he resold it for?
$100.
Wait, I'm assuming he sold it for.
So
less.
mind you, this guy was camped out all night.
$150.
What would it take for you to stay out all night?
A lot more than $242.
I would.
Well, that's how much he had to buy the shoe first.
Right. So
okay.
he paid $242 for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if he's
So I want to get at least $500.
exactly, I want to get at least double if I'm gonna fucking spend camp out and shit.
Yeah.
Well, shoe was a kind of general release, so nobody's gonna pay that much. But
Well, then why would you stay out all night and pay $242?
because people are
for it?
stupid and they'll.
Yeah.
But how much would it cost? Would you like sell that shoe for to make it seem like you broke even?
$242.
Well, like you.
Oh, wait, you're saying with overnight stays?
Yeah.
300.
300.
Say
That's a good
300.
number.
Maybe. That's
Okay,
just, yeah.
basically 300 will make it at least worth.
You at least want to like maybe $50, I guess.
Yeah, you want to make something that'll get you more than a fucking happy.
So
meal.
that Saturday morning I was working. He came into work bragging. He's like, "Yeah, I bought the shoe and I resold it right away. I'm a reseller." I was like, "Oh yeah, how much did you sell it for? How much did you like sell it for, Jacoby?" Oh, I charged the guy $260. I was like, fucking
$20?
Not even $20.
$18. So I'm assuming it's $242 with tax included.
Yeah, with tax. So probably
Okay.
like $17. I'm like,
God.
He was like, I asked first. I was like, how much you sell it for? He's like $242. I was like, huh, that's not a lot. I was like, how much you buy the shoe for, Jacoby? He's like, oh, $242. I was like, what the? He's like, you made $17. You stood up all night to make $17. He was like, I don't got anything else to do. It's like I can think of plenty things to do
That don't involve
staying out all
for $17.
So that's why he's never going to listen to this. But I give Jacoby the L of the week. I told him, I was like, you're an idiot.
Wow.
Le who? The her.
There's that picture you sent me of that guy waiting in line, and it had Goofy's
That
face.
was funny. That was
Goofy's
funny as fuck.
face
Yeah.
photoshopped
It's
over
like how you look when you're 30 years old waiting in line for Jordans.
it. Yeah.
NKOTP, tell you what it do, y'all. I'm about to break it down real smooth for y'all motherfuckers who don't know about NKOTP versus Momba. He's kind of big, he's kind of funny, but really he smells like baloney. And in the junkyard, he got a stank dick, and he work at the video store. And then there's Mr. Divine. He's a piece of shit, and you should ignore him because he's my good friend. And my name is Tony, and I am the best Tony, and I can be a little pony.
I wonder
And if
whatever
you put me
happened
on
to
the
him.
I don't know.
you
Mr. Very
I'm
Nice,
gonna go hard
hit us
some
up.
more, buy some little wass, and then put a mask. And I got a cash flow.
Or at least let us know you're
what?
alive.
I said, let's go to the store.
What if-
and let's buy
what if,
some
he's
more.
one of our international
I wanna
listeners?
I want
I don't
to
think
buy
so.
And he's from,
big
like, Aleppo
money,
or something.
Big money.
Nah.
Big money rule.
Hey, man, you never know.
Around me. Migos.
He sounds Middle
Yo,
Eastern.
Yeah.
No?
Remix.
No?
Middle Easterns can't rap like this.
Put it down.
Have you heard of Punjabi
on the floor
MC?
If you want to go.
You should play some
hard.
Punjabi
If
MC.
you want to go
That's-
hard.
I'll get
If
shit
you
for that.
wanna go
Jay-Z owns that shit.
hard. If you want to go hard. NKOTP. Shout out to my connection. Put me on y'all for the city of Chicago. Do it one more time for y'all. NKOTP go harder than a motherfucking
Mind you,
Goku.
Mamba could not come up
In the
with
Vegeta,
none of this.
In the motherfucking Goku.
Well, this is just so
Hyperbolic
creative.
In the
What do you want me to
motherfucking
do?
Goku. NKOTP, I'm this motherfucking Goku. Angel got a motherfucking Goku. NKOTP got a motherfucking Goku.
All right, that's enough of
Goku
that.
looking like NKOTP. NKOTP looking like Goku. Tony Mama looking like Goku. Divine looking like Goku. Junkyard looking like Goku. I said Tony Divine, but I really meant Mamba. Cause he motherfucker looking like Goku. NKOTP looking like Goku. Everybody in the crew looking like Goku.
Everybody looking like Goku.
Why didn't I think of that? So clever.
All right, guys, let's go get to our what do you call it? Our
Crazy news story.
yeah, crazy news story.
Can we talk about Pizzagate?
That's not what I was going to talk about, but if you want to talk about Pizzagate.
We don't have to.
All right. So today's news story will be told by an actual news reporter. ABC news story.
Fisher-Price, a toy maker, is responding this morning to a picture of what appears to be a happy hour playset made by the company that's causing quite a firestorm on social media.
This just makes me laugh. People are outraged after someone posted this image of what appears to be packaging for the Fisher-Price Happy Hour playset on Facebook. The packaging says the playset includes a pretend bar stools, and beer bottles. Snopes.com did some digging, says the toy is not real. Come on, really? The picture is photoshopped. Representatives with Fisher-Price are responding, saying the supposed toy is not endorsed, produced, or approved by the business.
We've got it posted right on our Facebook page. Luckily, people have been kind.
They want nothing to do with that. For those that don't know, what is a happy hour Fisher-Price playset?
All right. This is going to lead right into...
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Gripe. So, of course it's not real, motherfuckers. What do you expect? Like, why would Fisher-Price sell a happy hour playset? The happy hour playset was just a little plastic bar. You know how they make the little kitchens and stuff?
Yeah.
It was like a little plastic bar with bar stools and little plastic beer bottles. And there was this guy, this little kid on the cell phone, and this little kid sitting at the bar with the beer bottle. And then there was this little kid behind the bar playing the bartender, wiping the fucking bar down with a rag, looking very surly. Like, come on, guys. Like, who the fuck believes that shit was real? Why in the world would Play School have done that? Don't be stupid. Quit being fucking stupid, insensitive about everything. Everybody's writing, oh, I can't believe they did that shit. Oh, like, come on. Seriously.
Well, you sent us a picture of that like a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, that's pretty funny.
It is.
But I knew that right away that it was.
Of course, it was.
fake.
Yeah, everybody would know that it was fake. But see, this is the problem. People just, I don't understand what's wrong with people. Why do people think fake shit's real?
Well, lately that's become a big issue now.
I know. And it's not just pictures like that. It's news sites.
Yeah, it's not just like funny pictures.
I mean, even one of our castmates here has been getting got a lot lately.
He's on his fantasy team.
I did not get got.
I did twice already.
Yeah, I did get got.
What did you get got on the other day?
Something dumb.
What was it?
I think it was a Game of Thrones trailer.
Oh yeah, the Game of Thrones trailer.
I think
it was a fan made trailer.
It looked cool.
It even said at the bottom of the link of the trailer, it said fan made.
Oh, and you thought it was
on
real?
the YouTube? Yeah, I thought it was real.
I just posted. I mean, I didn't really.
Well, it just assumed you thought it was real.
Yeah,
oh.
Whatever. Speaking of trailers, do you guys catch that Fast and Furious trailer?
The Fate of the Furious?
Oh yeah,
I didn't see it.
So, for those who don't know, there's a new trailer.
Well, this is supposed to be about grapes.
Yeah, this is grapes.
Not excitement.
This is my gripe. My gripe is that nothing sacred anymore.
I haven't finished my own gripe.
Vin Diesel.
Just because you weren't paying
Dominic
attention.
Toretto is a heel. What?
Hold on.
And the same year that Optimus Prime is turning evil as well in the new Transformers trailer. Is nothing sacred anymore. You guys, I don't understand how you guys aren't outraged by this.
I'm outraged that you cut into my gripe.
This should be the only fucking outrage you guys should have.
So it's a battle of the shitty movies. What do you have? The Fate of the Furious or Transformers?
They are not shitty movies. Are you going to go watch them, Mamba?
I'll go watch Fate of the Furious, but I don't really want to see it.
No, I definitely don't want to see Transformers. All right, I guess I'm done with my gripe, motherfuckers.
Right, hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
But it is a big issue to the point. I think they even talked about it. It's a big issue that Facebook, a lot of people got their news and information about the election from Facebook, and that not a majority of it, but a lot of it turned out to be wrong. Like there was a bunch of stories going around. Like when that story that the Pope supported Trump, people ran with that. Junkyard, this is your gripe, but you're not going to agree with me.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I was just get my beer. You're right. People just see the craziest shit and they're like, oh my God. Everybody's fucking jumping off bridges because of this fake ass news. Like, you don't have to fucking believe everything. Everything that is said on social media. And why don't you do some fucking research? There's this little website called Snopes that actually like tells you if the shit's real or not. In some cases it's not on there, but a lot of this shit is like recycled shit. Like there's like, there's this There's disease. Oh, like the other day I saw this. There's this new bug. If you kill it with your hands or your feet, it leaves these holes in your hands. Like,
that's like a thing on the. I forgot what it is. It looks like there's a beehive on your.
on your hand, and my wife is very gullible, and she falls for all sorts of shit. She is one of those people. But luckily, she has me. So she'll every time at first, when we first started dating, and she would like, oh, is this like, oh my God, I can't believe this is real. I'm like, that's not real. Oh, I can't believe that's not real. And I'm like, just stop looking at that shit.
Tell her.
And now she asks me, she's like, is this real? Now she goes straight ahead and asks me. So I'll usually research it before I give her an answer. I don't just be like, I'll usually make a judgment. I'll be like, it looks fake, but let me check. And sure enough, with that thing, I'm like, that shit looks fake as fuck. I snoped it. Sure enough, that shit is recycled from like 2002. The picture is photoshopped. Somebody made like, I think it was like pictures of nostrils or of like mouths being open or some shit, and they just multiplied it on the hand to make it look like there were holes in the hand. And that bug that they're talking about doesn't even do that shit. Like if you kill it, whatever's on its back aren't eggs. It's like other shit, and nothing happens. They're extremely harmless. It's just fucking stupid, man. Stupid ass shit. People, quit believing stupid ass shit.
Well, in her defense, it's not her fault. She's from Mexico, so they're just coming up on the internet. They don't know what it is like on the outside.
Dude,
of the world.
There's plenty of Americans, lots that come up with that, believe all that shit, and they've been on the internet for a lot longer.
Yeah, most Americans are stupid though.
So,
like, I'm not that bright. I know, but I know when I know when something's baloney.
You smell it?
Yeah, I could smell it.
I'm surprised Tony's been getting got. He's turning into one of those people. Into a sheeple.
Hey, man, I'm the one that's keeping you guys woke. I'm telling you, man.
Dude, I'm sure you get a lot of people pissed with those.
Oh, yeah.
So, for those of you who don't follow Tony on Facebook, which is probably most of you, he posted these 9/11 conspiracy videos.
Because jet fuel does not melt steel beams.
No, but dank memes do.
Dank memes melt steel beams.
So, you know what else?
9/11 was an inside job.
Mm-hmm.
Bush did it. It was controlled demolition.
Do you know that dank amigos melt pink flamingos?
Do you know how many... outside of the Twin Towers, how many buildings in the world throughout history have ever collapsed due to a fire? Some have been on fire for like almost a whole day. 24 hours straight on fire. How many buildings have collapsed due to a fire? Can you guys guess what number? How many?
None.
1.
0.
Yes.
So Mambo was right.
I know that because
now
I follow Tony.
Also in the history of buildings that collapse, how many buildings have been next to a building that's been on fire and collapsed?
1.
0. So, yeah. I'm telling you, man, people just refuse to open their eyes. Stay woke, people. Stay woke. So anyway, yeah, I post all those videos.
9/11 conspiracy videos.
It was one of our buddies. He's a Republican. I don't know if he's a conservative, but he is a Republican.
He is conservative. He's conservative.
Yeah, he's a conservative Republican. He was in the military, so of course he's going to be Republican. And
he listens to this podcast.
I don't think he does.
Well, his wife does.
Oh, regardless. So I posted the video. This video of like they were talking about the physics of like the buildings collapsing and how it's not possible that they collapsed on their own like that the way they did because of the damage that was done to it. Like there's just no way that without controlled demolition it would have just fallen on itself. So they try to reenact like the parts of the building that were completely like in the worst shape because of the planes. And they did it with like these two giant like snow. So the guys were like chipping away at it, and they show that it would not collapse on itself. It would just like the top part would essentially slide off. So the top part of the building should have just fallen off of like to the side instead of just falling on itself. So I posted that, and like one of our friends, he's like, "What the fuck?" he's like, "They made that shit out of snow, and I'm supposed to believe it." And I was like, regardless of what the structure is made of, it is bound by the laws of physics. Hey, man, I'm just doing what I can to help you guys stay woke. I mean, you guys don't want to believe it, but it was Bush.
There's that picture you sent where it's 9:10 or was it 9:09?
Oh
And
yeah,
it was like this was like the
clock,
moon.
yeah,
the
it's like a
moon.
watch. Yeah,
Oh yeah, the watch. 9:10, and then 9:11 was a picture of Bush,
and then 9:12 was a picture of yeah. That was great.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right,
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Tony, you already did your grape, Mamba.
I did my grape.
I don't think I have a grape.
Life's
Oh,
that
was
good?
life good?
I mean, I could give you
Living
tons
it
of
up?
things to gripe about.
Yeah.
I feel like I had
Go
a
look in the mirror.
I feel that's just jealousy talking.
Get him off you, Mamba.
Somebody that dresses like my grandfather, giving me
Socks and sandals?
Yeah, advice about how I look.
Khakis. So,
I gotta work.
so
What are
for
you
those that
talking
don't know, which is
Yeah.
everyone, every time we meet up to record, it's always like usually it's on a Tuesday or Wednesday evening, around 7-8 o'clock. Sometimes later. Today's a little bit later.
Today we got here at 9.
But the point is, this is well after office hours.
Yeah.
Which is the hours that Junkyard works during the week.
You get off at like 4:30, right?
He gets off like at 4:30.
I get off at
So every time we see him, he's like wearing like his like work shirt, like he wears like a button up, khaki pants, and his shirt tucked in.
His shirt's
about? No, my shirt's not tucked in right now.
Oh, that was just your fat over. Okay,
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
mind.
oh, okay.
It looked like it was
This is my
tucked in.
But his shirt is buttoned all the way up to his double chin.
Yup.
He's wearing orthopedic socks. Like the ugliest.
They're like
They're not
diabetic.
orth-
Those are
they're
like
not
diabetic
orthopedic.
socks.
Dude, they're polo. What are you talking
Those are the socks you buy from pharmacies.
Yeah.
When
Where you have like it's like when you go to the pharmacy, CVS if you're in the Midwest, or
about?
Dwayne
I'm wearing
Reed
Tony's
if you're in New
favorite
York,
brand socks.
and like you know how they have those Dr. Scholl's
Yeah.
odor eaters. They have like socks right next to those, like those long brown socks. That's what Junkyard is wearing.
those are socks that women wear to hide their varicose legs.
These are Ralph Lauren polo socks. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Those are high quality socks.
That's from is that from the geriatric collection?
No.
They look like they are.
They're on your way out collection.
My wife bought me these because she didn't like. She said I didn't have matching socks.
She doesn't really care
For my
about
pants.
you then.
She must not love you.
They're dress socks. What are you talking about?
She doesn't. She clearly does not love you.
They match the color of my pants.
I don't
It's
know,
called
Junkyard.
it's called coordination.
The fact
You gotta
is,
coordinate.
it's just like you're so uptight you can't even change out of your work clothes.
I'm not just too lazy to change. Why would I change? I'll just change before I go to bed.
What time do you get home?
4:45, 5.
Oh man, you got plenty of
Yeah.
time. When as soon as I come home
Me
from
too.
work, I jump in the washroom, I take a nice long shit, and then I walk around in my boxer shorts.
That's great.
I like to get comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
That's
You
why
can't be comfortable.
I'm plenty
that's
comfortable.
impossible.
It's impossible for you to be comfortable in
No,
what
I'm
you're wearing
comfortable.
all
Like,
day.
Because you would have to worry, like if you eat, you would have to worry about getting stuff on your.
No, I'm comfortable. I'm good.
That's weird. It's really weird.
This is extremely comfortable.
That's my gripe. Junkyard can't unwind.
I'm
at
plenty
all.
unwound.
His version of unwinding.
I
is-
feel fantastic.
Junkyard's version of unwinding is like putting on his geriatric socks and walking around in sandals with his khaki pants and his dress shirt.
I have sandals because I don't want to walk barefoot.
And then thinking of ways to avoid hanging out with people. Like, well,
I don't make excuses. I just say I'm not going.
that's true. You're very open about about not going.
I just say no, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah. So, well, when you're dressed like that, it's not hard to imagine.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Let's go get to the question, guys.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, I've been dating Ian for 7 months. We met at work.
Wait, is this the person who sent this? Is his name Mickey?
No. I've been dating Ian for 7 months. We met at work, and my friends convinced me to go out with him. I thought he was a nice guy, just shy. Now that we've been dating, I realize that's not the case. Ian plays video games a lot. They consume his life. He gets so aggravated that he slams buttons and curses incessantly. Sounds like Tony. My nerves can't handle hearing it. I have anxiety issues, and when he does it, I nearly have a panic attack. When I tell him it's just a game, he won't listen. He is also critical of me. It's mostly about my weight, but he also tells me I'm horrible and stupid. He complains about the way I play video games, my cooking, etc. Sometimes he loses his temper and snaps at me. He has slapped me a few times.
Holy shit.
God damn.
I don't know if he slapped her in the face, but still, he slapped her. That sucks. He's never...
I'm glad you find this so comical, Chuck.
No, I'm just saying, because the way you reacted to it, it's pretty funny. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at you. He's never intimate with me, but I know he's straight because he watches... What?
Oh, God.
But I know he's straight.
Hold on. Let me.
So he's just not buying what you're selling.
I know he's straight because he watches porn when he thinks I'm asleep.
That should make her feel worse.
Yeah.
We pretty much lead separate lives, but he talks about us getting our own place. We no longer work at the same company. I have a part-time job and go to school full-time, but he won't even look for a job. Part of me wants to end it, but this is my first real relationship, and I'm not sure if I can do any better. Help. Conflicted in Virginia.
There is no help. And if this is your first relationship, you could do so much better. Ian sounds like a huge old cunt. Sounds like the fucking worst. I don't even see how this is. How old is this person?
They don't say. Well, she's in college or school.
So I just break it down. So she's been dating this guy
for 7 months.
7 months. And he won't fuck her.
Nope. And he talks shit to her and he slaps her.
And he just
and he plays video games all day.
But they're open hand slaps, right?
I mean, I don't know. What other kind of slaps are there?
Like backhands?
Oh, I don't know.
Because a backhand's more.
She said that he has slapped her a few times. She didn't specify where or like how.
I'm assuming face, because why else would she say?
Maybe she slapped her. He slapped her in the ass. That's acceptable, right?
Yeah,
slap on the ass.
People usually don't bring that up.
Yeah, but that's not usually brought up in a bad way.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
All right.
And where else would you slap somebody? Like slap him in the arm,
on the
or
thigh,
the chest,
or the arm?
Yeah,
I used to. Girls sometimes will do that. Slap on the arm. Like, stop it.
Yeah, girls do that, but guys don't slap.
Well, I mean, he doesn't sound like much of like a guy.
That's true.
That's true.
Do you think he slaps her like with flurries, like just like a bunch of little slaps?
Oh, it's not like 1,000 hand slaps. Like what's his face from Street Fighter?
Yeah, like
Honda.
Yeah. So he slaps her around. He won't fuck her, but she knows that he's straight because he watches porn
when she's asleep. When she's asleep.
But does she know what type of porn? He's watching?
It might be gay porn.
It might be tranny porn.
What kind of music?
But tranny porn isn't gay though, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like with Tony.
There's no such thing.
You're heading in the right direction. you just veered off course a little bit.
You're going the right way. You just made a pit stop.
Yeah.
There's no such
nothing
thing.
wrong with a pit stop.
There's no such thing as chicks with dicks. There's only dudes with tits.
That's a good way of looking at it. It's a very glass half full way to look at it.
Oh,
but maybe she says she has a lot of anxiety. She probably doesn't have a lot of self-confidence.
Nope.
That's what
he
it sounds
calls her
like.
fat and says she plays video games horrible.
Yeah.
And that she's stupid and horrible.
I mean, at this point, it's not even like should you be with him. Why would you even want to hang out with anybody?
Obviously, I understand some people or some girls will stay with a guy because he's dicking her down really good. But he's not doing that.
Yeah, he's not even fucking you.
He doesn't have a job, so you can't buy her
Obviously,
shit.
he's not like a sugar. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Every time I hear something new, I'm like,
why aren't you like? You should have been gone.
Yeah.
Well, he says she's fat. And what if she's a little husky or a little overweight?
It doesn't matter.
There is a market for you, even if you are fat.
I mean, Mamba loves.
Which Ian is probably just saying that because I'm pretty sure he himself is overweight. He probably eats a lot of Doritos and drinks nothing but Mountain Dew. Yeah, you could do way better. Just get out of there. Ian, it's gross.
Tony's available.
Tony's available.
You can hit him up at 774-40 NKOTP.
Yeah. Leave me a voicemail.
And then we'll make some sort of package together you have to pay for. We'll have photos of you and him going out.
We can take her to like Magic Photo or something.
Magic photo, you and Tony together.
It's like the Instagram of like the 90s.
He'll take you out on a nice date, hold your hand, and then you can send all that to Ian and tell him you guys are done.
Yep.
Basically, it sounds like she's in a toxic relationship. She needs to get out like ASAP. She just doesn't know any better. She's one of those people like, oh well, I don't know if I could do any better. There's 7 billion people on this planet,
and no matter how you think you look, how you perceive yourself, there is a market for you.
There is a market. You ever go on the internet? There's plenty of obese ladies making money, just sitting on couches.
Yep.
Men send in requests. How much would it cost if you just sit on me?
So you might even get paid.
You might get paid. There might be a market for me out there. I just haven't scoped it out.
You obviously there's a market for you. You have a girlfriend.
Yeah, she could do better. I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
She just hasn't realized that yet.
She just hasn't realized, and I hope she never does.
Never, huh?
That's why if we ever, like in the future, if me and her ever like move in together.
Ooh, damn! Mom was already thinking about moving in.
I said if.
Damn. And he said he hopes she never. Keyword never realizes that.
So you know what that means?
There's not going to be.
He's in for the long haul.
Yep.
No internet access. It's going to be like North Korea at my house. You're not going to know what's going on in the outside world.
North Korea. You're only going to have 3 state-sanctioned websites available.
She's going to have 2 outfits. They're both going to be gray and beige.
And not flattering.
Not flattering at all. It's going to be like a skirt that goes down to her ankles. Very Mormonish. And she wears one. When that's dirty, she has to wash it. She has to wear the other one. She has to alternate. No bright colors, nothing, no skin revealing, no TV.
So nothing that might induce free thinking.
Nothing. None of
it. Cool. That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So they got all planned out.
What if she has to go to like the grocery store?
We're gonna live on a farm, and she's gonna raise.
You're gonna live on a farm.
She's gonna raise and
livestock.
Livestock.
How are you gonna make money?
Well, he's still gonna have his job.
Still gonna have my job.
You're gonna drive all the way from the farm to downtown just to go to work.
Well, I'm pretty sure I could get something closer.
Yeah. I mean, he does work at a Walmart.
Yeah.
There's Walmarts everywhere.
All over the place.
Oh god. The next price. What if the Walmart's like 10 miles away?
That's not 10 miles. Is not that far.
Yeah, but when you're like on country road, it's
no
like,
traffic,
like,
even better.
Yeah, even better. You live like 10 miles away, and I fucking hate driving here. So.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's my plan. I don't want her to know that there's a world outside. I'm her world.
So
I mean, you're almost as big as one.
Also,
too.
You should never let her go to the gym.
Yeah,
because she might muster up the strength to leave you.
She's gonna eat a lot of regular cornflakes, none of that Frosted Flakes bullshit. And the only milk she's allowed to have is skim milk. No
like
whole milk,
out.
no Oberweis.
Well, if you're gonna have a farm, how are you gonna get her skim milk?
I'm gonna like mix it with water.
Okay.
Just water it down. That's all skim milk is. Skim milk is like half water, half regular milk.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's only half the fat.
But what if she decides to go out in the cow and drink straight from the teat?
Ooh, that's a slapping.
That's too rich. There's a lot of flavor in there. Once she tastes like some of that good old fashioned milk, she's gonna start thinking, what else is out there?
Exactly.
What other organs have?
But she already has lived in the real world. How do you think she's gonna go to? How's she gonna transition from living in the real world to that?
A lot of brainwashing. Maybe some electroshock therapy. I don't know.
Either way, it's gonna get done.
Mamba has a plan, guys.
God damn. Did we answer the question, by the way?
Yeah, leave his ass.
Yeah.
Why is there even a question?
All right, cool.
That's why we. Yeah,
I think you know the answer to that question.
Like, I'm sure you read this after you wrote it, and you're like, "Fuck, it's time to go."
You heard about the kind of life I'm gonna have with my girlfriend. if I have my own farm, I may practice polygamy. I'm offering you the same thing. That's what the good Lord wants. Lots of wives.
You want to have multiple wives?
I'm going to grow a long beard. Change my name from Mamba to Jebediah.
That's a great Mormon name.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be Amish. He's not gonna be Mormon. He's not gonna have any like electronics or anything. All right.
And then when I'll tell him I'm going to go in town from work, but I'm just going to come here and record this podcast.
Oh my God, that's great. Sounds like you have it all planned out.
Yes, I do.
By then we'll be making money, so you don't have to work.
Exactly.
You'll just come and do this podcast.
I thought we were didn't come into this thing. We thought we were gonna make money right out the gate.
No, I never thought we were gonna make money right out the gate.
I thought podcasts, as soon as we recorded, put it up, fame, bitches, money, alcohol, all.
How much of that have you gotten?
I mean, I've gotten a lot of alcohol. But that's
you would've gotten
I've had
that
to pay.
either way.
I've had to pay for that, so it doesn't really.
It'd be nice if you didn't have to.
Yeah,
right.
I guess I got a girl, but
I mean, you got a girl,
but it wasn't really due to the podcast.
Yeah, it was. It's changed your life.
She didn't even know I fucking had a podcast. I didn't want to tell her for a long time too. She doesn't listen to it anymore. She's like, it's best that I don't.
Because of all the shit you say.
Yeah, she's like, it's best if I don't listen to it. And I have to explain to her, like, I play a character. It's not who I really am.
There's a persona.
It's an exaggerated version of myself.
That's what I tell, because people are like, oh, like when people ask me about stuff that I say, I'm like, look, I play a persona.
I play a persona. Yeah,
This
it's not
is
who I really am.
Obviously, people outside of us, most of them don't understand what it's like to be in the entertainment business.
Did her friend the Joker ever listen to this podcast, by the way? After I plugged it?
Beetlejuice?
Or Beetlejuice, my bad. That's what I meant.
Beetlejuice.
No, it's not the Joker, but yeah, the Beetlejuice.
Well, I mean, I guess she had green hair on Halloween,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I've never asked her.
I think it's best we don't ask her.
Yeah.
I plugged it pretty hard. I'm sure every time I've plugged it, they have listened.
Although she did upset me the other day, because Saturday we went out, and then it was my girlfriend, her friend's birthday at this bowling alley, and we all went. And this bowling alley, it's called Diversity Bowl. They have really good deals.
Didn't she upset your girlfriend the time before that as well?
Did she upset my girlfriend?
Yeah, didn't you say she upset her
when
the
we
time
went to
before
that
that?
bar for that other person's birthday? That one. Remember we went to the Drum and Monkey afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
So she's on a hot streak right now.
If she listens to this, I hope she doesn't. Anyways, she upset me. She offended me.
Okay.
Because we went to this bar, Diversity Bowl, or it's a bowling alley. And they have really good, for a bowling alley, you could get 100-ounce beer tubes and get really good beer for cheap. So I got 100 ounces of Fistmas, which is great. So I'm sitting there and nobody's taking it, so I'm just drinking it myself. And then my girlfriend's friend, she gets her own. And I'm like, oh, why'd you get your own? I got some right here. She was like, oh, you're probably drinking shitty beer. I was like, oh, this.
Damn.
I was like, this bitch, she didn't just say that right now. And I was like, no, what did you get? She's like, Lagunitas. I was like, I got Fistmas. And then she stopped talking and she just looked. She's like, oh, fuck. You did get the better beer. So, very condescending.
But the fact that she assumed.
She assumed that I was going to drink.
She assumed. She's like, she looked at you like she like.
Yeah,
looked you up and down. You're like, oh, this guy got
that guy.
This guy looks like he drinks shit.
Yeah, this guy looks like he drinks. I mean, I am still light.
In fairness, you do look like that type of person. Mom.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure you were wearing a hoodie and your Jordans.
No, I had on my Jordans, but I had on a flannel shirt. Oh. So I was like trashy dressed up.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, Junkyard. I'm gonna end the show.
Yep.
Since you're not doing your duties.
We'll catch you all guys next week. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. Go see us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us at iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube.
Subscribe to Junkyard's SoundCloud.
Yes, soundcloud.com/DJ Funky Cold Medina.
Hit me up on PlayStation Network. My name on there is John Le Baptiste.
That is never not funny.
I'm going to buy Overwatch soon, and I'll probably be on that.
I've been misspelling iTunes this whole time. I didn't even realize it. I missed the S. How come nobody ever told me? Whatever. It doesn't matter. subscribe to us on iTunes. It's not plural. It's not iTunes.
Oh,
it's
just iTunes? Really?
Yeah, I did it. I guess I did it. I didn't know I did it until now I looked at it.
That sounds weird.
Yeah.
iTunes.
Yeah, it's whatever. The link takes you there. I know what it is.
Yuck.
I misspelled it. I mistyped it. It's an accident. I know what. I know what the
how
fuck
many
what it
listeners
is.
we've lost because of that. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna click on that. That shit's spam.
I remember I was dating this girl and I was like, hey, you want to go to Jules? She's like,
It's called Jewel.
Jewel, you're so stupid. And I was like, we're done.
You should have said Dominic's because it was Dominic's.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Go to I think I used to call it Jules too.
Targets, Walmarts.
Yeah, I always say the plural. Like, let's go to Jules. Let's go to Walgreens.
I guess maybe because Jewel, it sounds like a name, so Jules.
Let's go to Jules' house.
Yeah, let's go to Jules. They got food there.
All right. Email us at newkidsonthepod@gmail.com. Mr. Very Nice. Shoot us another email. Send us a fucking voicemail. Do something. I don't know. I want to know you're alive. I miss you. We all miss
Tell you, man, he's probably in Aleppo.
I know what happened. He lives in North Korea, and this was his only outlet.
It didn't sound North Korean.
But they found out that he was accessing the interwebs illegally.
Mm-hmm.
So they sentenced him to 50 years of hard labor.
And his family.
Yes.
Mr. Very Nice, leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP.
Or send us a SOS.
Yeah. Anybody who also wants to leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP. Any girl that wants to get with Tony or Momba. I think some Mamba's taken already, but Tony's single, 774-40-NKOTP.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to call.
Well, if you want to call, just go ahead. Do it. I'll hook you up. I got that in.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Mamba?
In a world full of Trump supporters like Ian, break up with him.
All right, guys. We'll check you out next week.
I bet you he does.
Kissies on your...
He probably doesn't believe in climate change either.
Yeah.
That's probably why she got slapped.
Yeah.
Dickies.
He's like, oh, shit, like climate change. Shut up.
Yeah.
That shit's made up.
You should make it now. So.
At a red light, but the banks sit around. It's so rich. Oh, you know this. Girls stay focused.